For this assignment, we're going to create two studies. So there will be two works consisting of transparency illusions with colors. We have 1, 2, 3 parent colors. So you see that the largest blocks of color that dominate, these 3 largest blocks of color, these are your parent colors. Now, the moment when we start seeing the illusion of transparency, these are these 2 moments, one here and one over here. So you see, it's not, this is a pretty effectively created illusion because it really is nicely crafted and fit in, aligned nicely the edges. This is in fact another piece of colored paper put on top of orange and green, and here on top of orange and magenta is that red piece of paper. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to create this kind of fun illusion. If you can for a moment imagine what kind of color you would find after mixing these two, it would help you finding the color faster. Okay, so if we think about mixing this color into this color, okay, we would end up with a mixture that would have a little bit of this and a little bit of this. We can think about undertone. So sometimes, if you think about how much you mix one paint with another, the proportions are often not really that even, and that's fine. So you may find a color that will be, it might be probably this color that we could try, although it's too dark, yes? So I wanted to tell you that I definitely see the undertone of this color in this, okay? I see a lot of this color, but what prevents me from choosing this color is the fact that this color is much, much darker than that color, okay? And that would be my parent color. So definitely this wouldn't work. Right? So if you look at the handout, it's specified, and it's a quite important feature that the child of the parent colors shouldn't be darker than one of those colors here, parent colors, or shouldn't be lighter. Okay, so we want to avoid that situation, so definitely not, but it gives you an idea that I already found something close by that could work, because I see already the undertone of this color. Because if this is much more bluish color, if you mix into bluish like a color, warm yellowish, that color consists of yellow, then you know that you would get some type of green mixed in here. So there should be some greenness in that color. I have a couple of candidates. Let's see how I would further proceed with it. Let's see this one. Okay, so once again I'm aligning nicely and I'm applying over this. I know that there's a little bit of cast shadows, which really doesn't help. Okay, right, well, this one is really not that bad. It looks like it could work. This green tint is darker, definitely, than this tint, and it's lighter than this, so it's a really good candidate. Another thing is that it actually seems to work just because well, there is a really nice transparency that will occur here. It would look like this color is pretty transparent, or this color is transparent and is hovering over this one, and gives that warmth to this color. Okay, so this is actually pretty good candidate. We can try a few other options. This is actually very similar in hue, but just darker. It's a warm green, okay? And that would make sense. I mean, if we add this kind of color, which has quite a bit of yellow, we will end up with greener. We kind of remove that blueness of that color in this. Well, okay, I already see that it's pretty dark. Okay, I just feel like it's a little bit, it's even in terms of darkness with this one, so I definitely see it's not working. Okay, this definitely is not enough warm. I already see it. We can try these two, which are quite interesting. They are much cooler, which means that there would be a lot more color of this in the mixture, and I feel it could work. Well, let's see how we could figure out here. That might be a little tricky to see. How that could work. It could work actually. I know that you probably have a really hard time to see. I will keep this as a candidate because it gives me an idea that it could work, since you know, the proportion here would be just different. It will be more of green blue hue that we have from this color in the mixture, opposite to this. Okay, let's see this one. This is a little bit darker version maybe of this. Maybe it could work, although it's really, I think it's a little bit too dark. Well, definitely this one would look like it's much more opaque than the previous, paired with the previous mixtures. It could actually work. It's just pretty dark. I'm trying to see how it looks in the recording. It looks a little bit only lighter than this. Okay, so it might not be entirely completely successful. And I already see these are way too green. And too dark. Okay, maybe this one could work. This is way too dark. Maybe this one could work a little bit. I don't see this working at all. Okay, so definitely these greens. So you see, this is how you can select really well. You need to compare. Okay, bring those possible mixtures and see initially, you know, working with cards in a very similar way how I was doing it, and this is a way to eliminate all the colors that really don't work. Okay, so now we have 3 candidates. So really, to find the best option, well, you probably will need to finally cut into these. So this is how you can narrow down your choices. Well, I have to tell you that both of colors are very promising. I found only 2 parents in one mixture, and you have to still add another parent, so you might want to think about finding for this orange another parent. Look for another color. For example, this is very strong, and then find the mixture for this. And once you have 3 parents and 2 mixtures found for these, then you know that the central, you know, in this case it would be orange. I'm looking very quickly for something. It could work probably, actually. Let's see. Yeah, that was very quick. Okay, so the mixture appears like there is a lot more of this color, this beautiful pink, and it warmed by a dash of this color, and that's why we end up with the color that is more orangey. It could work for your 3rd parent and for your second mixture. I have 1, 2, 3 parents and 2 middle mixtures. Okay, so that this peach orange, this color was actually the only one parent that was mixed twice, used for mixtures. Okay, this color and this color only once. So this should be your central panel of color, and then you're pairing this with these 2, and between them you find mixtures.
you.